Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about the AudioTechnica lavalier microphone. This microphone is pretty interesting because it's available on Amazon for around 20 bucks. So I was thinking, nice cheap microphone, better audio for my videos with the mic right here next to me while I'm talking. And in this video, I'm actually not going to be talking about how great this microphone is because it's really not. And I'll leave it up to you at first to figure out what's going on here. But then I'll explain it a little bit later what I think my theories are. So right now you're actually listening to the built-in audio on the Panasonic Lumix GX7. And right now we're going to switch over to the audio on this microphone, the AudioTechnica. And since my camera doesn't have an audio input, I'm recording this into the Zoom H1 here. Nice recorder, built-in mics, but sometimes you want to use something different, so it's got a mini jack input there. So that's how we're recording this. And one of the issues I've been having is that I have to have the recording input volume set up to 100%. And whenever you record something at 100% with lots of gain added in there, you get the background noise like you're hearing right now. So for ease of you listening, I'm actually going to switch back to the internal camera microphone because I'm guessing that's going to sound a little bit better, especially in this situation. So let me give you a couple of theories on why we're having these problems with this microphone. So first off, something that AudioTechnica did that was a good idea is they added this little part in the middle here. This is in the middle of the cable. There's a little bit of room. There's not quite enough room between the actual mic and this for this to sit on the floor, so I'm having to clip it somewhere down here. But basically what this is a little bit of a boost because this cable is really long. Like I've got miles of cable here. Hopefully, well, we're recording the camera audio so it won't mess it up. But there's miles of cable here, and that contributes to the volume coming in so low, I would think. And they've tried to solve it with this, but it really hasn't done much because it's just a little button cell battery in there. There is an on and off switch, but it's not helping out. The audio still sucks. So when I was wondering what was going on, I took a look at the box, and there's actually some specs on here. Not that I'm terribly familiar with specs, but it says the sensitivity is negative 54 decibels. Now, I'm not too familiar, like I said, but I would think that that would mean that, if you plug this in and run it at line level, that's going to be 54 decibels below zero. And obviously for a talking video like this, that's not acceptable. You'd like it to be around negative 12. Most of the time you have to add some gain, adding like 6 or 12 or maybe even 20 dB is okay. But since we're adding, I don't know, like 45 here, that's bringing up that background noise and that hiss like you heard earlier in the video. But not to give up, I also tried this out using it with my phone as a recorder. Very similar issues there, and in fact the phone wasn't quite as flexible as the Zoom H1 and it couldn't really bring the level up high enough. It tried to keep it low to minimize the noise, but then that also minimized my voice. AudioTechnica was nice enough to include an adapter here for your phone. There's actually 2 ports where you can plug in the mic on one and headphones on the other, and that goes out to this standard port for plugging into your smartphone, with the 3 different parts on it. So, starting with the iPhone, they started doing this where you can have a mic and a headset on the same port, whereas before it'd have to be 2 separate ones. So basically what it comes down to is this microphone's going to have to go back to Amazon. People in the reviews were saying, the audio kind of sucks, but for 20 bucks, I mean, you're going to expect it to suck a little bit. And I certainly did expect it to be not perfect, but this is almost unusable. And, I can try to process that extra sound out every time I edit, but when you don't start with good, clean audio, that's not really setting yourself up for anything good. I mean, people get away with a lot on YouTube, that you wouldn't get away with on actual TV, but I really just don't feel like it's a good idea to put out audio like this when even the camera's built-in audio sounds a little bit better. And that's what I was doing for most of this video, like I said, because it sounds better, to be honest. That's about it for this video. I am going to be trying out a Sony microphone, so stay tuned for that. And I'm trying to get more videos out, but I did end up selling my Canon T4i because I just had too much camera stuff around and I really wanted to be able to focus on one system. So we're on a Micro Four Thirds Lumix GX7 right now. So with that said, I'll see you guys again soon.